Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome back to SoulSync, where we don't do fake advice or sugar-coated fluff, just straight talk, a little spice, and all the love you didn't know you needed. So today, let's talk about why you're still single. Yep, we're going there. Not the surface level, you're too intimidating, or you're just pretty kind of talk. We're diving deeper into the real emotional blocks, patterns, and habits that are actually keeping you from connecting with someone. If you've been asking yourself, why am I still single when I have so much to give? This video is your wake-up call and your glow-up guide. Stay with me till the end, because the reason you're single might not be what you think. You fear vulnerability more than loneliness. You say you want love, but deep down, love terrifies you. Real intimacy isn't about the flowers and dates, it's about letting someone see you. Raw, unfiltered, without control. That's scary, right? So you keep people at arm's length. You flirt, you banter, but you never let them in. What happens? You attract people who love the version of you that's mysterious and untouchable, but then wonder why it never goes deeper. Being single becomes safer than being seen. And that fear of vulnerability, it's the wall between you and connection. You romanticize chaos and ignore consistency. We've all been there. You say you want someone stable, but your heart races for the emotionally unavailable one. You crave the thrill, the drama, the will they text back, anxiety like it's a high. Consistent guys feel boring, not because they are, but because your nervous system is wired to mistake anxiety for love. So you push away the ones who show up and chase the ones who don't, then wonder why you're left empty. The truth? Until you heal that addiction to chaos, you'll keep calling it love and keep staying single. You treat self-worth like a relationship reward. You believe you'll finally feel pretty, valuable, and enough once someone chooses you. So you keep seeking love like it's a validation test you need to pass. You perform, you prove, you overgive, hoping they'll love you enough to convince you you're worthy. But love doesn't work like that. The right person won't fix your self-esteem. And the moment you stop using romance as proof of worth, you attract people who value you without needing a show. Your standards aren't actually standards. They're fear filters. You have a list. Tall, rich, educated, emotionally mature, deep voice, dog lover. And sure, standards are important, but sometimes that list isn't about standards. It's about protection. You use it to filter people out, not in. Because if no one meets your perfect criteria, you don't have to risk heartbreak. You can say they just weren't good enough and stay safe. But love doesn't always come in the package you expect. If you're still single, maybe it's time to check. Are you being picky or just scared? You're emotionally unavailable, but hiding it under independent. You say you don't need anyone, that you're happy alone, and you might be. But sometimes that independence is just guardedness in disguise. You've been hurt, so now you don't let anyone close enough to matter. You call it peace, but it's actually protection. And emotional unavailability doesn't just show up in them. It can be you too. If you never initiate, avoid deep convos, or ghost when things get real, you might be emotionally hiding while claiming you're ready for love. You expect someone to fix your loneliness. You're not in love. You're in lack. You want someone to rescue you from boredom, emptiness, or disconnection from yourself. So you chase romance like it's medicine. But here's the catch. Loneliness doesn't disappear in a relationship. If anything, it gets louder when you're with the wrong person. Healing loneliness is an inside job. No relationship fills the emotional void, it just mirrors it. So if you're still single, maybe it's life saying, learn to enjoy yourself before expecting someone else to. You've outgrown what you used to attract, but haven't met who you're meant for yet. You've done the inner work. You don't chase anymore. You know your worth. But now you're in this weird in-between space. The old types no longer attract you, but the right ones haven't appeared yet. That limbo? It's sacred. It's lonely, but it's intentional. You're single because the universe is preparing someone who matches your new energy. You're not behind. You're just being aligned. So don't settle because you're tired. Stay patient. Stay powerful. You're still healing, and that's beautiful. The truth no one likes to say. Sometimes you're single because you need to be. Because your soul needs silence before it can recognize love. Because you're breaking generational patterns. Because you're learning how to love yourself. And that's not something to rush. Being single isn't a punishment, it's preparation. You're not broken, you're becoming. And the person who's meant for you, they'll meet you after you meet yourself fully. So if you're still single, it's not because you're not lovable. It's because you're still learning what love actually is within yourself, for yourself, and from yourself. Now tell me in the comments, which point hit you the hardest? Be real. No shame, just SoulSync vibes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and send this to that one bestie who needs to hear this today. And until next time, stay glowing, stay grounded, and don't let your worth be relationship dependent.